run.
Bias is gonna put on a top hat.
That's fine. You can go live.
Just go live with that, and he'll be there.
Oh, I don't know if this fits anymore. Jesus.
We are totally live.
I can just put my usual hat on top of this hat, and that is going to be perfect.
Hey, somebody's got audio on in the background.
This is what being live is about.
Yes, it is. The magic of going live. So, wow, we did it.
Yay!
How's everybody doing? I'm going to pull up the chat so I can see anybody talking to us in the chat. Rooney here. If you have anything to say to us while we're just signing off here and talking about the last few things before we sign off, you just let me know in the chat and I'll let the rest of the team know, okay?
All right, I guess I'll talk. Hi. That's how it goes. So for anybody who's just tuning in, doesn't realize who we are or what this is, I am As Cordelia. I am the chair of the C.O.G.S Foundation Board. We are a educational nonprofit based in spreading the word and knowledge of steampunk.
Yeah, the good word of the cult of steampunk, yes.
Yes, the good word of the cult of steampunk, or Cthulhu, or whichever you're into, or both. Both is good. Cthulhu, absolutely. And we have a wonderful steampunk little octopus on Andrew there. Andrew is another board member. Currently, the C.O.G.S Foundation has 5 board members, 3 of which are here right now. Myself, Diana, your streaming gnome, and Andrew, who is our head of community relations. The rest of the people you see on this stream are all team members. This is a small sampling of our team. Our team is actually quite large, but currently 2 of our board members, Jeremiah, is at work, and then IT guy is just not available. So, because he doesn't do the whole screen thing, but that's cool. Maybe in the future, we'll see. In addition, we have Radio Man Ninja Jeff is currently at work. He's very sad he could not join us, but he did record you guys a little clip that we'll be playing at the end of this. So everybody want to say hi? We also have Cindy in the screen with Andrew. She is our head of EDI, which is Equity, Diversity, and Inclusivity, which is very important to the C.O.G.S Foundation. And we have Donna with us, the Baroness Alexandra. She is our head lady of libations. Yes, that's liquor. She's our liquor mistress. In case anybody wasn't following me. And then also with us, we have the ever wonderful Leah Bladen of Silver Wolf Leather. She is our social media mistress, Maven, mistress, whatever, doesn't matter. She's wonderful, and she is responsible for all the great things you guys see on Facebook. And in addition, the troll in the bottom corner is Tobias McCurry. And
troll?
What happened to your hat, sir?
Well, you got rid of the cute top hat, so you're a troll now. It's fine. No.
Wow.
No, really, we love Tobias. He is wonderful. He is my personal advisor. He's the team advisor. He is also one of the 3 heads that runs Key City, and as well as being just a master maker, director of a LARP. He does all kinds of
I do stuff sometimes. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and we love him for it. It's great. So this is your team right now, and we're here to talk to you guys a little bit about the C.O.G.S Expo 2020, which has been moved to October 16th, 17th, and 18th. It's going to take place at the same hotel, the APA Woodbridge in New Jersey. And so we've got all kinds of stuff to talk about. So I'm going to pass this off to somebody else.
I just want to say thank you to the full team for doing this. This was a huge undertaking. I don't know that we all understood what all we were getting into when we said, oh yeah, let's do this thing. And we did it, and it's amazing. So, you know, that's been huge. Az has been huge in getting this whole thing done. Diana has been huge in getting all of this done.
Yeah, giant kudos to Diana.
Yes, Diana has run the stream all weekend. She did all of the tech.
We all owe you so many drinks.
Yes, I accept.
You weren't getting a choice in that. We were just going to start sending
yes, yes. I actually want to say something too. I want to say thank you to all of the people, because I know that a lot of the people that volunteered to stream this weekend are not used to streaming, and that was kind of a leap of faith outside of their normal performances. You know, and weren't sure if their tech was going to work, weren't sure if they had the right capabilities, and they just kind of ran with it to see if it would work, and they just did it. So there are a lot of people I am very proud of for just kind of stepping outside of their comfort zone just to try something new, and do a fun thing on a stream for the first time for some of them. So I thought that was pretty cool of a lot of people.
And thank you to all of our attendees. You guys have come on and watched and engaged in the chat, and it has been fantastic just hearing you guys talk and share stories. And you know, Mr. Fish has been in sharing stories with people in chat, and just, you know, everybody engaging each other. It's been wonderful.
MVP for Mr. Fish is being the most wholesome.
Oh my God, yes.
So wholesome.
Always, yes.
Yeah, so we you know, I think one of it really was amazing to see the amount of community involvement and people, you know, not just interacting with whoever was performing at the time or presenting at the time, but with each other. And I think we've all been craving that and missing that and missing each other and opportunities to get together. So we're just glad that, you know, we were able to do this and so many people were able to get together and enjoy it.
I look at it this way. I mean, we've all been dealing with the whole, let's stay inside, and the whole pandemic thing. And if there's any benefit to that, it simply means in October, we will look just that much more fabulous. It gives so more time to plan precisely what I'll be doing to Tobias on the Friday night tea duel. Oh, I said that out loud.
Shit.
Oh, the thing we have planned and discarded because of insurance reasons.
Oh no!
Don't tell it that.
You know, so I mean, again, it was a little different for me. I did the scotch and the tea dueling. Oh, big time shout out to James Gallagher. And yes, I'm going to say it again. Please, 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 please. I need a champion to take him down. One more. Yes, and it's James Gallagher, our winner of tea dueling again. I cry. We do not wish to cry in Victoriana. These things are simply not done.
His video was a little smug. A little
smug.
Yeah.
For the record, James is actually a really nice, very sweet guy.
Yes.
Oh no, yeah, that's right. It was not really the words of James.
Yeah, no, he was heavily encouraged to be,
Snarky.
you know, yes.
Yes, I see he was under direction.
Well, I like the whole space metal thing. I'm like, so what I need to do, Leah, you and I have to talk about this because I've got some thoughts, but that will all happen in October. We'll be doing the 3 different tea duels. Friday, of course, is during the Aether Room. And that will be kind of celebrity driven and kind of silliness, kind of our opening night. Saturday, of course, is the big time main tea dueling itself. And then Sunday, of course, is the hangover games. Because Sundays, we just don't know what condition we're going to be in.
Sunday might be called the T-Rex.
Yes, T-Rex, that's usually when we get to see T-Rexes on Saturday, or on Sunday, because that's for it. But so, I mean, I did want to say thank you so much, James, for joining in on the fun with that, because he kept saying to me, so should I be cocky? Well, yeah.
Yeah, just do that.
Come on, you know, he's like, but that's not how I am. I know, but that's not what we want for this. We want to kind of play up the whole game, and I think you did a great job, and I just wanted to say thank you for doing this on the, oh, gee, honey, can you do this, like, I don't know, now?
Yeah.
So did we want to address any of the questions in the chat?
Probably.
No, no.
So, no, I don't.
Okay, well, in that case, I guess
I will
have
say
a great
that,
day.
I will say that I will say that as far as the most watched stream, I will say that we had a consistent viewership of around 60 viewers pretty much the entire weekend, including up to about midnight last night when we switched over to hosting Faith in the Glitch. It really has been consistently high, especially for a channel with not any followers. So it's actually been consistently very populated. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think we really necessarily knew what to expect in terms of people joining us the first time we're doing a virtual con.
Anything.
Yeah. So there's really, we're glad people were tuned in pretty much throughout.
Yeah, I think that's wild. I agree with Diana that like Diana and I both do streaming. They do way more than me. But like just seeing a channel get created out of nowhere and then just like 60 constant viewers. Like,
yeah, we hit. By the way, I expect that we'll probably be eligible for subscribers tomorrow morning. Which,
I don't think we will be.
Just because of this one weekend.
We are well on our way if we keep it up.
So that's pretty wild. And yeah, and I see a lot of people sharing which ones are their favorites, and I would encourage you to go to the C.O.G.S Facebook page and find the performers that you liked and follow them and go watch more of their stuff and make sure that you know where they're going to be at C.O.G.S proper so that you can see their full show in person. I know a lot of people liked Colleen and everybody, so I think that I'm seeing a lot of yes, I actually liked the DJ too. I passed out to that. So yes, that was the DJ Saturday night. That was my last thing. I switched that channel and then fell back in this chair.
Something to think about, if there was anything on the stream that you really enjoyed, it's always great to let us know that you really enjoyed them. This way, if it was a performer who, maybe we only had them scheduled to do one thing. If you really enjoyed what they did and a whole bunch of other people did too, we might, have them do more things. If you really enjoyed Colleen's pieces by Design by Night, she is an incredible maker and she comes and does workshops at our expo. So if you want to make your own hat, make your own pin, I'm not sure exactly which workshop she's offering yet, but I know she's doing workshops for the physical event in October, as well as Colleen and Adam of Roguish Rabbit. They ran the game show Saturday night and the early morning hangover brunch this morning. They do a number of things at C.O.G.S. So if you saw people here that you like, they're more than likely doing something else at C.O.G.S. Sometimes there are extra tickets, like if you enjoy the Baroness, she's holding all of our tastings. If you like Tobias, we're going to be torturing him during the absinthe tasting.
Why would you like me? I'm terrible.
Oh, speaking of which,
fine. If you think Tobias is terrible and would like to see him tortured, we're going to do awful, awful things to him at several different points during the convention. So,
speaking of which, Andrew, make sure you get in touch about the prize that you won during the Roguish Rabbit competition.
Yes, I will. They were a lot of fun. I see a lot of love for the game show, a lot of love for Mr. Fish, a lot of love for Colleen. The author, that was Leanna. Renee Heber.
Yeah, Leanna was awesome.
Always wonderful. And she does New York City. I think we should do a New York City
ghost tour.
Tour with her company and just like have a bunch of steampunks go do a tour of Greenwich Village and hear ghost stories from her.
And you know what? Let's not tell her we're coming. we just all show up.
Yeah, I love that. Diana, I know we talked a little bit about this on the board chat at the front end of the stream on Friday, but for anybody who didn't hear that or didn't remember, can you talk about what videos and content might be available after the stream's over this weekend?
Yeah, I have a lot of pulling apart to do because the stream was 100% live, so it's like a total of like 24 hours of video. But I'll be picking things apart. There are a couple of people who still own exclusive rights to their stuff, so that stuff is going to be for them to release on their own when they feel comfortable. And anything that we are releasing, I'll put on the C.O.G.S Expo YouTube page, which is linked on our Facebook, but is also, if you search C.O.G.S Expo, it's the only YouTube channel that has that name.
We can also, as soon as those videos are up, we'll also be posting it on Facebook, little notification so everybody knows, and we'll have a link to it on our website as well.
What does the rest of the team here think about filming some of our segments in October and then adding those to, we can get our YouTube channel really kicked off with some good content from this weekend, but, do we want to put more? I think the more fresh content we can put over time, film, video our events and put them up there, I think people would like it.
I will say that over the course of the weekend, I've had a number of performers, makers, and professionals of all types reach out to me and go, hey, I didn't get my application in for the C.O.G.S, virtual thing this weekend. Can you guys do this again? I have content. I would really like to, sit down with you. Somebody who was able to squeak in for a quick 15-minute interview with myself was Professor Mark Donnelly, who was like, I think a lot of my content can be given virtually, and then we don't have to sign liability contracts. So there's a lot
it's just
of people.
Liability contracts that allow for legal assaulting of attendees. It's fun. I do it for LARP constantly. It can't be that big of a deal.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, and you're sparring with Donnelly. The worst thing that'll happen is he'll kill you. It's fine.
Yeah.
It could be worse, but I've had a number of people reach out with content that they want either to donate or they want to see us air, and I think that is a great option for C.O.G.S to start getting some more material out there into the world. Obviously, this is something that we have to arrange because you have to have a team that's going to stream and do this on a regular basis, and we can't keep torturing our gaming gremlin with weekend long streams and no sleep and videos and things like that. But there is a hope for more C.O.G.S virtual content in the future if we can arrange that. But at the very least, I think filming content at the event itself and adding it to the YouTube is a great way to just put us on more platforms so more people can see us and see what we're doing.
So just a reminder, there are still spaces available at the hotel, I believe, and you can absolutely still go to the site and sign up for different donor levels. I know we went over all of that in a little video before this.
Yeah.
I think we're running that again after this as well. So if you missed it, you get to hear it again. So much fun. So yeah, there's plenty available yet. So you have not missed out. Go ahead, go there, figure out which one works best for you and your budget. Like as said, there's some things that you can add on. There's meals, there's the tea, the brunch, the tastings, become a
membership levels
all the way. I mean, anything you want to do is on there. So
yeah, just to clarify, Leah is talking about the membership levels. As far as the hotel rooms go, we've already sold out the hotel once. When we moved dates, we got a few extra rooms, but literally it's a few extra rooms. I think there's maybe 5 or 6 rooms left at the hotel. So if you want to be in the host hotel, it's super important that you call them up or use the link and book right away. Make sure the dates are accurate, the October 16th to the 18th. And I'm fairly certain we are sold out of double beds. The 2 queen size beds, I think we are down to just rooms with a single king size bed at this point.
I believe so.
Really good friends.
Yeah, really good friends. And we are more than halfway sold out on the dinners and the teas. So if you are looking to go to a dinner or tea, if you were looking to be a Carnoozer, part of the Carnoozers Club, or if you were looking to be a brass member, I suggest you get them right away because as soon as the dinners and the teas are sold out, those ticket levels become no longer available because obviously those ticket levels come with tickets to the dinners and the teas. So once the dinners and teas are sold out, we can't offer them anymore. The liquor tastings are almost halfway sold out at this point, and we just announced them recently, with the exception of the hotel's special sake tasting. We haven't sold.
I'm in.
I figured you would be.
Yeah. Wow. Whoa. Okay.
But yeah,
Keep stories of after that.
Perfect.
All right, so we want to see you in October, and also I think we have all of our vendors. We're on a waiting list. You explained that this Friday afternoon, but we still do have some spaces for performers, right?
Yes, we do still have space for performers. We have space for special guests and panelists. We have not juried special guests yet. Entertainers have been evaluated and are receiving contracts with the new dates shortly. But yes, we do still have some space left. We have a main stage, a secondary stage, and an outdoor stage. So plenty of space to fill in. We also have 4 panel rooms, including a dedicated workshop room. So if you are an artist, if you are a vendor, if you are somebody who would like to offer a workshop, something that the community cried out for last year was more hands-on content. So if you have a way to give a workshop where people make something, I highly suggest applying, because we have a dedicated workshop, so we have space. Currently, we have a workshop scheduled to do tea blending. We have a workshop for pattern making. We have a workshop for tools, how to use specific tools, and then we have a workshop scheduled with James Nethery. So as long as there's no issue with getting him up to New Jersey, he will be offering his leather tooled wristwatch panel, which is something that very few conventions in the area have ever been able to have him there to do. And James is a big fan of ours and what we do, so he's offered his panel that will require signups ahead of time.
And it will fill up fast, because those watches are stunning.
Oh my God, yes.
They are quite good.
And you get to say that, you made a James Nethery original, which is incredible. And the watch face, has come, the leather and everything, and the watch face all comes as part of the workshop. And he uses just the best materials. So we are still taking applications for all of that. In addition, we're taking applications for volunteers. We are going to be reaching out to the volunteers who already applied, just to make sure they're still good for the new dates. However, those applications are still open.
As there was a question on the chat, if you can't go Sunday, what level should you get? And I think, it's less about which day, right? Because it's just a level and what you can access. On those days.
So if you can't go Sunday, that means you're going to miss the dirigible delicatessen regardless. So what I would recommend is the bronze membership, because that gets you into a dinner and the tea. So that would be your entire Saturday, dinner and tea taken care of. And then if you wanted to do the dinner on Friday, you can always add that on separately. The dinners, teas, delicatessen can all be purchased separately. And then with the bronze membership, you still get the medium-sized bag of goodies, and you still get the badge and the pin and all of that. And it does get you in for the full weekend, but we don't do day passes anyway. So so bronze is probably your best bet, unless you want to attend all of the liquor tastings, because all the liquor tastings are Friday and Saturday. So if you are gung-ho for doing the liquor tastings, I highly recommend getting the brass membership, because it gets you into all the liquor tastings, and you'll be saving a couple $100 between,
And they'll be worth it, because
and you'll be a cruiser, which means you can do all the cruisers events between now and next year.
Right.
Awesome. Also, so anything else, just make sure you are, I see all of you, I'm getting all the notifications that you're all adding us on YouTube and on Facebook and stuff. So that's great. Reach out to us, comment, and let us know how you felt about the event. If you have more to say, just drop us a line. You have more opinions, you have more input, we want to hear it. And
Diana, real quick, do you want to plug the game room?
Yes, Game Room still has applications open. We have a separate page on Facebook under our event. We still have a lot of our GMs are luckily staying with us, but a couple could not stick with and go over to the new date, so we have plenty of room for more GMs. We're accepting all kinds of things: RPGs, board games, card games, anything you want to run, bring to the table, etc. Just bring it and just sign up. We're also going to be having a LARP for the first time, so watch out for updates about that, sign-ups about that. And you'll find more updates as they come on the C.O.G.S Gaming Facebook page, which you'll also see gaming-related memes and stuff, so it's a fun place. Go check it out.
Donna, do you want to talk a little bit about the tastings?
Oh, I could talk a bit about the tasting.
Oh, can you?
She will go on if we let her.
Well, I mean,
perfect.
See the bar in the background. This is my house. It's only some of the bar.
I helped move that bar. It's heavy.
I have a full bar. Most of it is actually still kind of displayed in other parts of the house. When I moved, Leah can tell you, she was like, "How many cartons do you have?" I'm like, "We've just learned not to ask anymore." So tastings, of course, there's going to be the Scotch tasting, which is my personal favorite this year. What I've decided to do is I'm actually going to teach a little bit more about what actually is a Scotch tasting besides slamming it down. Because a lot of people don't understand how Scotch works and why everybody gets so excited about it. So this will give a chance for both novice tasters and experience to actually learn how these international boards of Scotch tasters actually go through and describe Scotch. And I'll explain some of my hints about the way that I do it. I've been on a couple of those tasting panels, so they're a lot of fun. So that's one. And of course, there's my other favorite, the absinthe. Tobias,
that's also my favorite.
I know. Tobias is going to be with me on that, and heaven forbid, I think I'm actually going to do the original Bohemian as a demonstration, which is where you actually put the absinthe on fire. Because I can't do my glass work at C.O.G.S, but I can actually set alcohol on fire. But we'll have.
It's a good exchange.
It's a nice exchange, and the other thing,
fire.
I know you do. That's why you'll be on the other side of the room.
I'll stuff and bring it on the other side of the room. It'll be fine.
Yes. So I'm also hoping that the Furry Green Fairy will be present for the absinthe tasting.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, she's ready and raring to go. The other thing about that we'll be doing with the absinthe tasting is a lot of people get caught up in the expense of the glasses and the cubes. I'm going to show you how you do it at home, on the fly, and on the cheap. So part of this year's themes with the tasting is not only can you be a snob like I am, I can show you the real work. What else is the other one that I think we have a gin one that's going to be going on?
Yep, it's the gin potions class, which is part of our new magic track.
Yep. We also have, I think, the rum. That's part of the Pirates section of this. There is the hotel is doing the sake, which I plan on attending. That, believe it or not, there are actually spirits I don't know about. And sake's see, I've admitted it here. You will never hear me say it again. And then, of course, there is, with the Canoozers, there's the port tasting with Mark Donnelly. I'll be helping with that. So, yes, by the end of the weekend, there will have been, I think we counted out, it was like 5 tastings. If there is something that you honestly feel that we're missing, talk to me about it. We'll see if there's something we can add in, but it's pretty solid at this point, as I understand it.
Everyone's going to be smashed. It's fine.
Yes, I can.
I would never.
Oh, no.
Oh, you
Tobias, you only function on alcohol.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I work 2 events with you. I know this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Because you can't remember.
That's valid. You make a good point.
I mean, he always tells me when I offer him a hip flask, I'm not good enough for this. And of course, I look at him and say, I know. But
it's not wrong.
No, I think that, what was it? The one year we went through like half a bottle of scotch. And I'm like, I need to get up tomorrow morning. He's like, what do you mean it is morning? Yeah, you're right. Let's just do enough. You know. So I'm looking forward to doing the tastings. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody, seeing some new faces. And so it's really cool stuff. I think the sake is something that people should also really pay attention to, because this is an opportunity to try again something different, not part of what the norm is. So I'm looking forward to the sake one also in particular. Yeah, look, I got quiet all of a sudden. Is that scary?
A little bit.
All right.
My computer, I'm sorry. I know it keeps dinging.
No, you're fine. We can't even tell. Andrew, do you want to say anything about, you are head of community engagement. Do you want to say anything about what we have in store for the community?
Well, I mean, I think the whole event is for the community. But
really wrong.
Everything you guys said.
All the stuff.
No, but I do think that I would love to see, we did say we had some room for panelists and special guests. And one of the things that always concerns me is that, are we missing people? Are we not addressing things that community members would like to see? Could we be growing our community by embracing more people, and showing them that they're welcome in our community? And so, if you've ever felt at any event that, there wasn't a place for you, I would encourage you to reach out and, talk to us, suggest a panel, suggest a speaking topic. And, we want to make sure we are representing the community. That's what started this whole thing, and we want to keep it that way. So we never want to feel like there's gatekeepers and that we've locked in what exactly steampunk is. It's an evolving thing, and there's as many opinions about what steampunk is as there are steampunks.
Yeah.
So please do engage with us and don't.
So this is a call to action. You want people to get involved.
Yes.
All right.
The League of Bearded Ladies is actually happening. I've been chatting with Izzy pretty much like all freaking afternoon. I will keep making these. Colleen has also been in conversation with me, and at some point when we are able, we will be getting together to have a beard and beer party to make lots and lots of beards.
Nice.
So for anybody who missed the shaving Mystery Shaving Theater 2020 segment this morning, Izzy Slawinski, the bearded lady, was on, and during the conversation when we filmed it, she was like, I would love to see the League of Extraordinary Bearded Ladies at a con, and we were like, yes, we should do that. And then during the actual playing of it, everybody was like, yes, 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 yes. So that's what that's about. And yes,
this happened today. I've made 2 today already. So.
Oh, yes, she has. It's like, oh, hi.
That is amazing. Fantastic. Anything about C.O.G.S 2020 that you're looking forward to, Tobias?
Oh, I was reading the chat. Can I get that again?
I asked you to sacrifice your soul for us. Are you on board?
That's already happening, but with like more than one show and my own work.
I mean,
so
that's fair.
You can have a percentage, which you already do.
The actual question was, is there anything in particular you're looking forward to at C.O.G.S 2020?
Oh, at C.O.G.S 2020? Well, it is my lovely birthday month. So it will be a terrible time for me because of all of you lovely people.
Oh yeah, we're going to make this awful
adventure. Whether I want that adventure or not, I'm willing to make that sacrifice for the people of this fine community.
Is your liver ready to make that sacrifice?
So I'm mainly looking forward to that. I'm just looking at all of the crazy projects that are going to be coming from this year in general. And looking forward to working on them as it goes. Especially as C.O.G.S continues doing its thing. I'm doing work with Brass Screw Confederacy. They're doing a STREAMpunk here in June. and that's up here in Washington. So there's a bunch of projects on the drawing board.
So that's another virtual event.
Yes.
Okay, great. Definitely pass that information to us, and we will happily push it to our community.
Woohoo! Yeah, we just had a meeting today. It was a good time.
Awesome. All right, great. And then your piece ran about Key City earlier. So,
yes.
And Key City is our sister con. They run in August, and they're going to be in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania this year. Yes?
Yeah, correct.
And we are very happy to, be working with Key City. We love Tobias. Obviously, he's one of our advisors. Brian, one of the other heads of Key City, is our head of the Kernoozers Club. So if you get into the Kernoozers Club, you'll be, rubbing elbows with the other head of Key City. And then obviously, there's Wheeler Stone. So, Key City is a great group of people, and we're happy to be working with them.
Thank you. It's so nice of you to see.
Yeah, I guess I have to be nice to you. I have to be nice to you occasionally if I keep being mean.
No,
to
you have to be nice to me in public. once we get off the call, she's Tobias, how dare you?
I can't tell you how many times Tobias has gotten a message from me going, I'm so goddamn mad right now. But
Thankfully it's not at me generally.
It's generally not at him, no, but I make him fix it, so.
It's accurate.
Okay, so we've hit most every Leah, anything you want to say about our social media or engaging with us?
I'm attempting to share the Frenchie and the Punk video that we didn't get to see because of the technical issues, but I'm having technical issues sharing it, so this should be fun. But we'll get there. We'll get there, and I'll share it, and it'll be fantastic, and it's going up to the C.O.G.S Expo Facebook page first, and then I'm sure we'll probably link it to the website at some point as well. But yeah, anything that went wrong with Facebook this weekend, totally me. I'm so sorry to the bearded people. I am so sorry. I could have sworn I posted that link right before I started getting drunk this morning, but clearly that did not happen. There wasn't enough coffee pre-alcohol. I don't know.
It's a lot harder to run virtual events while drinking. Like, I can
the real events
drinking during an event, but like...
Yeah,
drinking during an event just makes things smoother.
It's harder to post.
But a virtual event, like you've got to be your own IT department? Like what a unique challenge.
It really is.
I can walk while drunk. I can't text while drunk. It's awkward.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Leave it to the professionals.
Tobias, lean into the camera a little bit.
Oh, yes.
Look at that. He's got some stuff going.
My Quarren beard?
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, it's actually just duct tape and glued on. I trimmed it for the first time. It's a wild experience.
What, a neighbor?
You're watching Izzy's video with the spirit gum and the hair?
Yeah, it's clearly all just makeup.
Okay.
Clearly.
Yes, thank you, Liam. Liam clearly convinced me to do this Quarren beard, who is now in the chat under Gut Chef.
Good to know. So now that we're done teasing Tobias about his facial hair, sorry, I got all distracted. This is why we have Tobias, to be fair. Like, no lie, this is why he's part of the team. Cindy, would you like to say anything either about the lovely kitten you're cradling or about EDI?
I like kitties.
I want to hear about the cat.
Right? They're very cute. We're asleep, I think, maybe.
Is his name Cthulhu?
No, this one, which one is this?
That's Rocket. His brother Gear is probably sleeping on the floor somewhere.
I love Rocket.
Rocket, you're good. He's real cute.
The
other one looks pretty much like him, which is why we have to look at his face to try to figure out which one he is based on the markings. I think the couple of things that I wanted to say is that I know we talk a lot about we have these great tasting panels, and of course that's really wonderful for folks who wish to partake of that. But if there are people that are dry, that do not wish to be partaking of alcohol, this is also still the event for you. Those panels are in their own rooms. That's correct, right? They're
yes.
In their own, there's a dedicated room.
It's called the Dubious Pub, named after Tobias.
But you know, there are many, many people who come to C.O.G.S who choose not to partake of alcohol for various reasons for the whole weekend, and that's absolutely fine. So there are many things to do that are not just those panels. And if you love them, that's wonderful. And if they're not your thing for whatever reason, we hope you still come and have a wonderful time. And then we also really want folks to know that we want to have diverse voices. We don't wish this to be an echo chamber or groupthink. So we would love for folks to apply for volunteering, for being on the team, for doing panels, of all folks. So wherever you come from, however you identify, we would love for folks to, do what they love best at the con, whoever they are. And if you're concerned about something and you're not sure who to ask and it's equity, diversity, or inclusion based, feel free to reach out to me, which again, I don't remember this email address. Is it inclusivity dash, I don't know. Well, we're going to get that and write it down because I'm really bad at that. But I want people to know that if they have a concern, a question, they just want to talk something over, please feel free to reach out. If I don't know that a thing's going on, I can't help as well as if I do. So there's that.
If you send that through the regular C.O.G.S Expo messenger, I will probably be the first one to take a look at that, and I will make sure that gets passed along to her because that is definitely her arena.
Unfortunately, the kitties won't.
Aww.
They help us.
They help us a lot. They're corn kitties.
And they're so beautiful.
All right, we can go on and on and on and on about kittens and everything else, but I think we've said everything that needs to be said. Come to C.O.G.S in October. It's going to be fantastic. Tobias is cool. Everybody here is awesome. Thank you for everybody being amazing. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks,
Yep.
guys.
Thank you to everybody who participated this weekend, all the performers who participated, all the panelists who participated, and all of you attendees who participated and tuned in and had all kinds of great questions and engagement for our stream. So it was wonderful. It was great. And if you have any opinion as to whether or not we should do something like this or slightly different than this again, or if you want to say anything to us about the October event, reach out because we take all kinds of input. So
thank you.
It was great doing this. Bye, guys.
Bye forever.
Bye.